Hello, I'm Big Prune, and this is my hardcore Minecraft playthrough. I've played hardcore a few times now, and I've died and lost the worlds. So hopefully, this run will go better. But thank goodness I didn't get that far in the other ones, but that's irrelevant right now. So,
Alright, let's go.
okay. This seems to be a pretty good spawn, actually. Hey, yo. Right next to a cherry blossom? As well? Bro, why did Mojang make their rabbit so big? Oh, I know some people say Mojang, but I say Mojang. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but oh well. I don't think it's hurting anybody. Hopefully. I like the cherry blossoms. It's one of my more favorite things they added in recent memory. Bro, how big is this cherry blossom tree? My time has come. Master! What is he? I forgot what Oogway says. It's my time. You know what the spawn's missing? A village. Oh, what? Oh, well. Okay. Don't come at me for using the recipe book, whatever it's called. And I already need food. Wonderful. I come from bedrock, so I'm just used to this. And plus, I'm not the fastest crafter, so helps me out. It's gonna be a episodic series. I'll try to post more consistently, but I'm not sure. I'll try my best, but this summer it should be consistent. But after summer, it's kind of up in the air. I can make a bed. That's a W. Oh yeah. By the time I'm filming this, Instagram added the ability to, there's a village over there, to leave images in the comments. And I don't know why they ever thought that was a good idea. It's like they don't know Instagram users. It's just NSFW as far as the eye could see. And also, by the time I'm recording this, they removed that feature. I mean, live and learn, I guess. And I am about to not be able to run. Okay, this is bad. It's just not good. Yep. That was a ruin portal. Oh, I can't see. Bro. I remember back when swimming was added, it was actually it was just such a chore to swim because you'd have to do this. It was dark times for Minecraft and a ravine, I think. What? Okie dokie. Ice spires? I think that's what they're called. Bro, the hope you spawn. And there's no chest. That's just terrific. It's a blacksmith. Might be able to get something good. I remember back in the day, if a village didn't have a blacksmith, it was just garbage. Because there was like nothing else back then. I've always been a Minecraft player. I remember when it came out, or I remember when it got really popular, and everyone just wanted to play it. It's still a fun game. All these years later. And I like the simplicity of Minecraft. Well, it's getting more complex with each update, but that's just how it goes. Hey. Iron spear. Wait, I can ride a horse. I think you can craft saddles now. Okay. Yeah, I can. Oh, I need iron. Damn it. That is terrible trades, bro. I grew up playing Bedrock, but ever since I got Java, I have not looked back. Please switch. Thank you. Still haven't made a pickaxe. Better go to sleep before I die. Sun setting. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. I didn't realize how close the pillager outpost was. Sweet dreams! You know, what's so sweet about them? Most of the dreams I have are just like... It's like schizophrenia simulator. I recently finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or parts 1 through 6. Part 7 is being made currently. It's honestly pretty. It's really good actually. The more I think about it. Not to sound like a cornball, but it is pretty bizarre, and that's where it gets a lot of its appeal from. I mean, that's what kept me hooked, if I'm being honest. Because you never know what's going to happen next. One complaint, actually, one complaint I could think of is the battles can get pretty, what's the word? Is it redundant? I'm going to use the word redundant, but it doesn't feel right. What I mean is, Jonathan would be like, I have you now, Dio! And then he, like, cripples Dio, like, really good. Dio's like, actually, JoJo! And then cripples him, basically. It goes back and forth. And it can get a bit repetitive. But for the most part, it's harmless. I don't have any fuel. Dadgummit. I don't know. But it's not bad, per se. It's just that sometimes I wish the battles wouldn't go on for, like, a whole episode for some Joe Schmo enemy stand user of the week. Stuff like that. Whoa. Did they change the textures? You look different. I don't know how, but you do. What? Those pigs sound weird. Do they make new noises? Bro's grinding. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, dude. I don't know what to do next. If I had to rank the JoJo parts, this is gonna make people mad, but it's my opinion. Part 6 is easily the worst part. And, I should have said this before. What? You got a staring problem? Anyway, oh yeah, I should preface by saying none of the JoJo parts are bad. They're all really good. But part 6 is the weakest link. It's really good. Part 6 is amazing. It's honestly, Jolene's one of my favorite protagonists. But then the ending. I understand it's a happy ending. I don't want to spoil it in case someone is wanting to get into JoJo, is watching this video. But it's the ending is a happy ending, but I still don't like it. And then next is probably part 1. I really like part 1. I like it. I probably like it more than most people. But it's too short. And also, Jonathan's not the best protagonist, but I really mess with Jonathan. Why is there... Okay. What to do now? Talk about JoJo, yeah. And... My third most disliked is... Okay. So, third place is part 3. I really like part 3. It has some of the best characters, like hands down. But it drags, and that really hurts it. I don't want... They should have gotten to Egypt like a good 10 episodes before they actually did. It also feels longer than 50 days. I don't think that's a spoiler. It's part of the... I mean, it is part of the story, but like... It's like surface level. Anyway, it feels like it's more than 50 days because of how bad it drags. Because when they get to Egypt, easily one of the best parts. And then subsequently, I'm going to have to put part 5. Don't get me wrong. I really like part 5. Hey, another village. Part 5 is... I'm pretty sure it's the most favorite part, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, with good reason. It's a really good part. But... I like the main characters in part 5, but they're just not as likable to me. Like, not a single bad character. That's just a personal thing for me. I'll take the Silk Touch. I don't really need it right now, but it's good to be prepared. Giorno is one of my favorite protagonists. And then part 4 is my second favorite. Part 4, it's slow at first. And I get that's what Araki, the creator of JoJo, was going for, I believe. It doesn't make it any less boring, but it's not bad. Boring is the bad word to describe it. It's, yeah, like I said, it's just slow. But then it picks up in speed. I lost my train of thought, my bad. Kira is definitely one of the better JoJo antagonists. He's pretty good. I'm not trying to glaze him. It's just, I think this is an objective point of view. He's just one of the better villains. And then part 2 is my number 1. Joseph is the best protagonist, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Holy Village. Joseph, way more entertaining than Jotaro. And bro, the Pillarman theme, oh. One of the best things I've ever heard. Insert Angry Bird with ear. That's a normal village, thank goodness. Okay, if I had to rank the protagonists, Jotaro is from part 3. Part 3 Jotaro is easily the worst protagonist. He's like... he just doesn't do anything. Like, he has like... that's wrong. he just has no personality. And I understand he's like the strong silent type, but that doesn't make a good protagonist to me. And then I'd probably have to... Okay, this is gonna be tough. Because Jotaro is like the only one I consider bad. Let me think. And another blacksmith. Ooh! Lucky me. Oh, dude, all the other protagonists. Okay, Jonathan. Never mind, Jonathan. Jonathan is the second worst in my opinion. Another blacksmith. What? Bro, I should go buy a lottery ticket. Oh my gosh. I'm so lucky, lucky. I'm so lucky, lucky. I'm so lovely, lovely. Yeah, Jonathan, second worst. But Jonathan, at least Jonathan has a personality. He's a gentleman, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, which is more than I can say about Jotaro. Which is like the opposite. Oh, I don't know. No, he calls women female dogs all the time, and more. You know, I was joking about the lottery ticket thing, but like, I might have to. On the highest of keys, bro. High key. That's what I meant. Bro. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Let me get... those diamonds distracting me from JoJo. I think I'm gonna have to put Giorno. Even though I really like Giorno, he's a great protagonist. But he kind of falls into the boring category for me. Because, like, he just does stuff. Or he doesn't do enough, I think. He's like if Jotaro had more personality. But he's not like stoic and stuff. Okay, I just realized a creeper could come up on me and blow my stuff smooth off, bro. That's how I died in another hardcore world. Iron! Yeah, baby. Oh, it's only 2 pieces. Yeah, Josuke is my second favorite. He's just... I know all the... It's because he's conniving. Like his father. Light spoilers for part 4. But Joseph Joestar is Josuke's father. And he definitely acts like Joseph, but he's not as... Josuke's more nice, I would say. And more caring. But I gotta... My goat Joseph is my favorite. Easily the best JoJo protagonist. Well, in terms of part 1 through 6, because I have no clue what happens in part 7, 8, and 9. I have watched the first episode of Steel Ball Run, and it was pretty good. And I understand why it's one of the highest rated anime episodes of all time, because it is pretty good. But it's not like the best thing I've ever seen, but it is good so far. Now, I've been talking about JoJo for a significant portion of this video, but it's like the only thing I can think about at the moment. Okay, if I had to rank the villains, the antagonists. I'm gonna combine part 1 Dio and part 3 Dio into one ranking. Which, I know a lot of people don't do that, but I feel like it's appropriate for this ranking. Getting diamonds. Actually, no, I got iron like slightly before. Oh, I need to make smooth stone. 1, 2, 3. Can you buzz off? Thank you. I was gonna make bread. What was I talking about? Yeah, JoJo antagonists. So, the worst villain in terms of being a villain and being like a threat. Get out of my bed, boy. You're lucky there's an iron golem, or I would slime you out right here. Get out of my bed! Get! Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway. Ugh, the worst antagonist. That's tough, though. Because I don't think there's a single bad one. Do you mind? Like, actually, bro. I don't like Poochie. I think he's the worst. Oh, but he's like, he's just carrying out the will of Dio. Yeah, but doesn't really. I just don't like him. His stand, I should say, stands, are all super cool. Easily the best part about him. But it's not my favorite. He's definitely a good villain, but I just don't mess with him. Okay, and then above it's got to be the Pillarmen, because like they're cool and their theme. I'm biased. Their theme is kind of carrying them for me. But they're literally just like super vampires. And that's literally it. Cars is definitely the standout one. Bro, I don't even have iron armor yet. I need to go hit up the mines. I'm too busy talking about JoJo. And then after the Pillarmen, Kira. Because I like Kira, but I know, okay, one thing about JoJo's is fate is a big factor in JoJo. Because everything happens because of fate. It's fated to happen. Which I understand. It's like a inverse explanation of coincidences. Which I applaud Araki for making up something like an in-universe explanation for coincidences, or like happenstances, whatever. but at the same time, it comes off as a bit lazy. But I feel bad using that word. I mean, okay, a coincidence is still a coincidence, okay? Doesn't matter if it's explained away. And in Kira's case, it was very... It was like his get out of jail free card. What basically happened. And he still lost. But anyway, that's a weird looking tree over there. Stu. Why do they look like that? Bro, I was gonna go hit up the mine. Whatever. Oh, I can make a shield. I didn't think about that. But yeah, it just feels like Kira had a lot of... He didn't have as much, like, fate... what's the word? Coincidences, I guess. That was one reason why Poochie... I don't like Poochie as much. I know that's like his whole thing is like fate. But... I just don't like that about Poochie. That's why I ranked him the worst, but... Kira, it's not as bad, but it's still like... But Dio, bruh. He's gotta be the best antagonist. Part 1 Dio is easily worse than Part 3, but I'm lumping them together. Because, like, bro was... Okay, spoilers. Kind of. He was beefing with the whole... He's beefing with the whole bloodline, okay? And that's that's really cool to me. It's also kind of funny. But in Fate... Okay, in this case, I like the way Fate was used. In Part 3. Because, like... But another spoiler warning for Part 3. The reason Jotaro gets a stand comparable to Dio's is because of fate. Because he awakened stands. He awakened stands in the Joestar bloodline because he's using Jonathan Joestar's body. Which I'm like, okay. Like, that's believable enough for me. I can suspend my disbelief enough. And it's just, as the parts go on, it gets more and more far-fetched to me. But I realize he has to up the stakes to keep people interested, which is reasonable. Or I'm talking about Rocky, by the way. And Dio, I like how obsessed Dio becomes with fate, but it's not really brought up as much. Because that was one reason why he took Jonathan's body. Because I'm stealing this from someone I watched a video on, but by using Jonathan's body, fate would look at him as Jonathan and not... Dio was fated to get the stone mask, which he wouldn't have gotten without but Jonathan. And I don't know why I like that more than fate in other parts, but anyway, Dio stole Jonathan's body and awakened stands within his bloodline, Jonathan's bloodline, through the psychic link that the Joestars have. I didn't mention that though. Let me see. Sorry if I'm making people mad. I just can't really form anything coherent at the moment. I know how I was dissing on Fate earlier, but at the same time, I like it. I guess I'm just hard to please. But I just like how bro was beefing with Jonathan's bloodline for 100 years, right? Well, most of that 100 years he was in the sea, but you know what I mean. If you've watched it, and I'm just going to that ravine all the way over there. Well, no, I'm not. There's a ravine right here. I like how he's beefing with Jonathan's bloodline, and he gets a stand because Jotaro gets a stand that's equal in power to Dio's stand to defeat him, which could be seen, which is coincidental, but there's enough setup for it to be believable in part 3 because of via the psychic link that Joestars have. Well, other bloodlines have it too, but the Joestar one is relevant to this conversation. Or I say conversation, but you know what I mean. And let's train of thought. Dadgum, bro. I just can't. I just realized I'm terrible at multitasking. I can't talk about it while playing Minecraft. And Minecraft is, for the most part, a pretty low, like, brain-powered game. For the most part. I have to preface that again. Cobblestone. Yeah, because it's built up better, I don't mind it as much in part 3. But in other parts, it's just like stuff happens because it's fated. And that's it. There's like no other setup besides fate had wanted this to happen. And blah 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 blah. Let me I can make that jump. And Dio is just likable as well. That's really one of his defining characteristics, is that he's charismatic. And which he is. He's a very charismatic vampire. And his arrogance is what causes him to lose. Well, I say that, and there goes my iron. I hate granite, by the way. Let that be a noted character trait. But that's why I think Dio's the best antagonist. Okay, I was about to have a heart attack. I thought that lava was going to come towards me. I still don't feel safe. I think the JoJo rant is over. Sorry for ranting. If it was coherent. That's what it is. Okay. I swear I have more personality. What now, my slender friend. It was like Slenderman in Minecraft. Why aren't there baby Endermen? I'm surprised that hasn't been a thing. Is there anything down there? Probably. I just want to make iron armor, bro. Are we serious, my brother? Oh, if y'all want to see me play anything else,
Drop a comment below.
not for real though. I'm down to play pretty much anything. Another. I don't exclusively watch anime, but it's like the only thing I can think about at the moment. I really like Hellsing. It is genuinely one of the best animes I've watched. What have I watched? The first like real anime I ever watched was Neon Genesis Evangelion. And for the people who don't know, that is not a very good starter anime. If you want to get traumatized, it's right up your alley. But it is so good though. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, it traumatized me, but I recommend it. But bro, it's just so good. I'm like glad and not glad that I watched it for my first anime. I only really started watching anime like last year. It was after I graduated from high school. So yeah, I've watched Neon Genesis Evangelion. After that, I watched Cowboy Bebop, I believe. Okay. This is also probably going to make some people mad. Cowboy Bebop is kind of mid. I'm sorry. It's good. Don't misunderstand me. But it is definitely overhyped. Hello, friend. Cowboy Bebop, and then I think I started watching JoJo's back then. I watched part 1 and part 2, and then I took like a year-long break. And I finished it more recently. And definitely recommend JoJo's. It's I'd argue it's a pretty beginner level anime, but not like as beginner as like Naruto and One Piece. It's definitely more more avid anime watchers would like JoJo. Well, even like non-avid anime watchers, but still. It's Cowboy. Sorry for flip-flopping, but Cowboy Bebop, I definitely understand why it was so influential. Because it's stunning. It's same thing with Evangelion. The art style, ooh, it's so good. 90s retro futurism, I believe, is what Evangelion is, and also Cowboy Bebop. But I like Evangelion's just a little bit more. It's just so breathtaking sometimes. Like how did people draw that, bro? I can barely draw a stick figure, but like, actually though. And then after, Bebop? What?
After Bebop, what did I watch?
What did I watch? Oh yeah, JoJo. My bad. I watched JoJo Part 1 and Part 2. And then I watched Hellsing. Which I was talking to one of my friends about it like a while ago. And they were like, well, it wasn't actually made in Japan. And I'm like, it's based off of a manga, which was made in Japan. But anyway, I'm going to count it because it looks like an anime. And Hellsing is definitely one of my all-time favorite shows I've watched. This is like becoming a more like room temperature take, but the original Hellsing series is honestly not that bad. Because like I love that guy. Ooh, you hurt! Oh my gosh! Look at my bed, son. Anyhow. Sarah, hold on, let me finish what I've watched. I watched the Hellsing Ultimate, more specifically. And I have watched... Oh snap. Sorry for the terrible gameplay there, but what you call it? Dude, oh my gosh, why does fire hurt so bad? It's almost like I stepped on molten lava, but anyway. Hellsing Ultimate. My gun, bro. What have I watched? I've started watching other stuff, but I haven't like, fully watched them. Oh, snap. Try not to... Big room, try not to die. Try not to be bad at Minecraft. Challenge as possible. Sorry for being silent, I'm just thinking. Iron! That dirt looked funny to me. Bro. What have I watched? It's tumbling up. Hope there's no gravel or sand, because then I'm probably cooked. Bro. I hate it when people use pickaxes to mine dirt, acting like that's really gonna make it faster. It doesn't. I don't think. It's like a pet peeve of mine. My bad, guys. I forgot what I've watched. I watched JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. This is gonna be probably the hottest take of the video. It is overhyped. It is not that good. It is good. Don't get that wrong. Or don't get me wrong. But people are saying it's peak. I disagree. But also, I haven't read the manga, so I've only watched the anime. The only part of Jujutsu Kaisen that I genuinely enjoyed was the movie with Yuta. Because Yuta is just the best character. I wonder if that's a hot take. I don't really know the Jujutsu Kaisen community that well. And I started watching Fist of the North Star. And for people who don't know what that is, it's where the Omaewa Shindeu Noni came from. And I think it came out in the 80s. It's pretty old. Oh, I watched the original TV series Berserk. And it was pretty good. I kind of lost track of order. I watched Berserk before I watched JJK. And Berserk was kind of mid to me at first, but then it got pretty good. Like, when Griffith was starting to think, or when Guts was trying to think that Griffith didn't really value him or see him as a friend. Around that point, I was like, okay, this is pretty interesting. Conflict. Conflict is usually interesting. Like, okay. But I've also not read the manga, which I'm probably going to have to read. I know it's extremely messed up. Bro, the eclipse is bad, don't get me wrong, but I feel like people are blowing it out of proportion. Like, I'm not excusing Griffith, I'm not downplaying it, but I feel like people do dramatize it a lot. Especially what I've heard happens later in the story. That's like not as... It's like noob versus hacker, bro. In terms of intensity. Or like drastic difference. The eclipse is really cool though. Like, I should probably explain myself actually. In terms of art and like what's going on, but I mean minus the what Griffith did. It's pretty. It's terrifying, and that's cool to me. Also, the concept of the eclipse is also really cool to me. Like, you're telling me these gods are like they pull you into like a dimension, or I don't know. I'm not. It's been a while since I've watched Berserk, but like Griffith gives up his humanity because he hates guts so much. Like, ooh, like that's some good stuff right there. But it's not obviously what Griffith is. Sorry, I keep harping on it. I don't want to be confused as like a Griffith sympathizer, which those people do exist out there. And I don't really understand how. What he did was inexcusable, and I'm pretty sure he does even worse stuff later in the story. I think I'm missing a few more things, but... Oh, bro. Taco P's Original Sin. I watched that. Bro. One thing about it I like is that it's short. I only watched it because I was wanting to feel depressed, I guess. And it succeeded. It was definitely dark and sad, but it was just like, it wasn't that deep, bro. Like, not really. It tackles serious issues, and if you're easily offended, I do not recommend it. Same thing with Hellsing, actually. If you get easily offended by the painter, I'm gonna call him, and what he did, then I don't recommend it. And if you're sensitive about non-consensual actions, then I also don't recommend Berserk. I forgot the name of it for a second. I just went in a big circle. I guess I'm gonna build a house. And then I'm gonna end this episode. What should I make my house out of, though? That's the real question. I'm thinking Miku. Not really. I'm thinking stone bricks, cherry blossom. I don't know though. Let me go get some spruce. I forgot where spruce was, but I know it was not that far from a village. Where did that come from, bro? Okay, no. I was like jumping off of trees and stuff. Whatever, I'll find spruce eventually. And keep yapping. Oh yeah. I tried watching Stranger Things, I got like halfway through not part, thinking about JoJo. Halfway through season 2, and I was like, this is interesting, but like, it's not interesting enough for me. Bro, let me swim. Okay, there's another village. Ooh. That's a nice looking ravine right there. I tell you what. It's a ruined portal. Oh yeah, I'm heading in the right direction. That's a snowy mountain. Yes! Sweet. Ooh, iron. I hope there's no powdered snow that touches me inappropriately. And I had to say something. Bro, I do not like powdered snow, bro. It makes traversing mountains just so much harder. And I don't know how to spot it. Is this powdered snow? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh snap. Oh snap. Oh no. Okay, so it looks like that. It looks so similar to this type of snow. I think this is normal snow. Don't judge me. Fuck. Excuse me. And it didn't work. Okay. Oh. Yeah. But I'm actually going to take this. No. I'm good, muchacho. No, thank you. And this is powdered snow. Not good. Backrooms movie was pretty good. I liked it a lot. I'm not really familiar with all the levels and stuff of the Backrooms, but I know a lot of people were upset that it didn't feature like level 6,000 69 where if you don't hold your breath, you just get got. I don't know, bro. I can't think of anything. Get this trash out of here! I'm gonna need a lot of wood, a lot of spruce. Disgusting! I like blast furnaces. It's definitely a W Mojang.
That was a Mojang W.
I'll keep that in my hot bowl. Are we serious? Are we serious, my brother? Oh, it was a leaf. Okay, excuse me. Dude, oh my gosh, the leaf breaking, I thought it was a creeper about to explode on me. That's how I died in my last hardcore world. I need more spruce. You know, I why do the 2 week Minecraft phase? Because those definitely exist. Don't get me wrong. I'm a victim of it, but like I want to understand the psychology of like the reasoning plus psychology of the 2 week Minecraft phase. Because Minecraft is fun, right? And it gets updated every year, or sometimes twice a year if we're lucky, right? And that makes people want to play it again because there's new content. Yeah, that makes sense. And then, after they experience new content, they get bored. Well, some people, but which also makes sense because if you've already done everything that you can do in Minecraft, I don't blame you for not wanting to play it. And it's also nice to play with your friends. That's also a plus why people have Minecraft phases. But people also get tired of each other, which is also a real thing. So I believe it is a combination. Hold on, there's another point I haven't brought up. There's you can do almost anything in this game, and that this is true. But it also creates this scenario in which you can do everything. So you should, theoretically, you should never get bored of this game. But yet, people still do. Oh, my bad. Some misinput, guys. Calm down. My bed's down here, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not gonna build my base here. And what keeps... This is a personal thing. What keeps me coming back to Minecraft is the prospect of building. I like to build. I'm not good at it. I wouldn't classify myself as a good builder. Except, like, I'm not garbage, I don't think. I'm definitely not like Grian or any of those other guys. I can only think of Green off the top of my head. Because that building stuff is like a replayability factor. And you'd be like, oh, I haven't built something in Minecraft in like a year. Let me play Minecraft. Going back to my previous point about you can do anything in this game, but you still get bored. Almost anything. That gun, bro. No, oh no. They have a shovel. Oh, wonderful. And my shovel's about to break. Double wonderful. Where am I going, bro? There's a wandering trader. I hear you, bro. Am I just going underground at this point? Okay, that's solid snow. This is not solid snow. This isn't enough wood. I was wanting it to be like a nice even number, but it looks like I'm not gonna get that. There's all this powdered snow that makes me want to strangle Mojang. Not really. It was a joke, but it is annoying. Oh, my skin is like a Steve Terminator combo. If anyone was wondering. Oh yeah, the 2-week Minecraft phase. Or just the Minecraft phase in general. Let me think. All of these points that I've brought up about it are reasons I believe the Minecraft phase even exists. And Minecraft is not exclusive to these predicaments. Other games have like fad, like popularity fads, I guess. Why did I say fads? Just say spike in popularity periodically. It's just Minecraft seems to be in like the center point of this phenomena. That's a better word. Phenomena. Phenomena. Bro, that must have been like the funniest thing back in the late 70s, early 80s. I think that's when Phenomena. That's what the Muppet bit came out, but could be wrong. I probably am wrong. I like the Muppets. They're pretty cool. I used to watch Muppets Most Wanted on repeat. I am Constantine, world's most dangerous frog. Yeah, that was just a bad Russian impression. I think I'm gonna build my base over there. Because it's a nice open area. It's right next to a village that I can not enslave. I'm winking. I feel like enslave is too harsh. Use them for trading. Every time I close my eyes. I'm not. I've brought up JoJo too much in this video. I was gonna go on another tangent, but I think I'll save that for next episode. Oh no, I can talk about. I can talk about Pokemon and how garbage it's become. That's probably gonna make people mad, but hear me out. Game Freak, right? Creators of Pokemon. The moment I fell out of love with Pokemon was the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Gen 9, I believe. And those games, even today on I have the Switch 1. Even today, after all these patches, still runs like doo-doo. After it's been like 2 years, it still runs not great. Like borderline a slideshow, and people are like, decament. People are like, well, it's because of the Switch's hardware, which is true, but not a valid argument, because it is a Nintendo exclusive, so they should have prioritized, whatchamacallit, they should have optimized it better for the Nintendo Switch. And I also realized that they released it the same year as Pokemon Legends Arceus. And that game is great. I really like Legends Arceus. And I hear Pokemon ZA is really good. But they didn't, excuse me, daggum. They did not need to release 2 games in the same year. I understand they wanted to do something special for their 25th anniversary. Simultaneously, though, if you're going to release a game that is so terrible at launch, like in terms of optimization and graphics and whatever you want to say, it's just not good. It's a terrible way of thinking, and well, I'm also not a video game company, so yeah, but I do consume Pokemon media. Well, I do, but it's not as much now. I used to be a big Pokemon fan. Which leads me into my next point I want to talk about is the Pokemon cards. I have friends who are obsessed with collecting these cards. Now, I'm not gonna flame them for collecting stuff they like. But I have a problem when it starts to become their entire personality. That's the part that I genuinely dislike. See, okay, this is like this is related but not related. It's okay to like something. Like you can like whatever you want as long as it's legal. As long as you're not hurting anything or breaking the law, you can like anything you like. And that's your right. You should be able to like whatever you want and collect whatever you want within reason. And but the point where I'm like, okay, bro, wrap it up, is when people make it part of the personality. That's the part I don't like. It's annoying. Oh, never mind. I almost did. I can take my diamonds out. My diamonds. My diamonds. Oh yeah, I was talking about personality. Yeah, it's to the point where you make it your whole personality is to be a fan of something. That's the part where I'm like, yeah, you might need to not intake anymore. And all these Pokemon scalpers, like, that's obviously bad. But at the same time, I don't think there should be as much of a demand as there is. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just saying... I'm not cooking anything. The... Because to me, like I like Pokemon still. I just don't like it as much anymore. I like competitive Pokemon. I should probably preface that. I think it's interesting, all the strategies and stuff. I like watching Wolfie. I forgot his full name, but just Wolfie. I like his content, but that's like the only capacity. That's like the only capacity I like Pokemon anymore. But to me, Pokemon cards are just cardboard. But when it comes to playing the game, I understand the value because you're gonna want. It goes for any card game, really, where the better cards usually cost more money because they make you win more often, which is a valid reason to me to raise prices of pieces of cardboard and paper, whatever. Because people are going to want to win more because winning feels good. It's like human nature to want to win as much as possible. Excuse me. But when I play Magic the Gathering, but I'm not like super into it. I have friends who are into Pokemon, the card game, Magic the Gathering, and the One Piece game. And they mention it a lot, which I understand it's a big part of their life, especially since one doesn't have a job, but and you need something to do, but that's besides the point. Um, but simultaneously, it I'm just like, bro, it's not, it cannot be consuming your life this much. Like a hobby. Hobbies are good to have, but when you let them, like, when you let them in your personality and it depicts how you react to the world, I feel like that's when it becomes a problem. I feel like it's an L take, actually, the more I think about it. Because everything influences how you react to the world. Like, all your experiences, but I forgot where I was going with this. Let me make a stone. I used all my cobblestone. Oh yeah, I was talking about card games. But yeah, the price. Oh, okay. With, oh my gosh, the more I'm thinking about it, the more it's hard for me to defend my stance on, like the. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the right words. On like how expensive cards can get and like the craze of Pokemon cards in recent memory. Like I understand, like if it's like a good Pokemon card that's like competitively viable, I'll be like, okay, I understand. I understand the need or the want for it because you want to win your games, like, duh. But they're also just still pieces of paper and cardboard. Simultaneously. Sorry I keep saying simultaneously and at the same time. It's just like, I'm trying to get both sides, like both different, opposing viewpoints. I'm trying to be as non-biased as possible, which is impossible, by the way. I'm trying to be impartial. That's a better word. But it's just like people killing each other over Pokemon cards, which has happened. Like, what are we doing, bro? We lost the plot as a society and species. We're really killing each other over a different looking Pikachu. What are we doing? Okay. Let me go ahead and get the floor plan out. But just all of that coupled together, I just don't like Pokemon as much anymore. I know a lot of people hate Gen 8, but honestly, it wasn't even that bad. trying to think what my favorite gen is while I'm on the topic of Pokemon. Did I ever finish my point? I don't really know. I'm trying not to make my base look super big, but a nice bay decent enough. Deep Slate is one of my favorite building blocks. They just look so good. I'd marry it. I'd marry that block, man. Such a beautiful block. And at least the bricks are beautiful. The actual, like, cobble Deep Slate, yeah, obviously it doesn't look that good. Also, I really like copper. I know a lot of people don't like copper, but it's also one of my favorite building blocks. I'm not a fan of the new baby designs. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. If I mentioned it, I'll just cut this part of the video. Could make a stone cutter. I don't really need all that fancy smancy stuff yet. Okay, I just wanted to have a nice round number, so let's make it 2 more pieces of cobblestone. This recording has gone on for a while. I'm probably gonna be trimming a lot of it, but okay, well, didn't mean to do that. So I need 1 more piece of cobblestone. Look at me go. Alright, I think I shall... Or how big do I want this John to be? Probably need more stone on the low. Okay, I'm gonna build it more over here. I'm thinking like a 10 by 10. Okay. I guess. Excuse me, pig. Excuse me, sir. Okay. So with outside, let me make sure this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Whatever. This is in the middle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Symmetry is appealing to the human brain. And mine is no different. Now, to make the floor. Hold on, yeah. Spruce goes better. Probably a 4 block tall. One more. Dadgummit. Probably need more spruce logs. Excuse me, sir, there must be something you can fizz me for. I don't know the words. I need a phone. Yeah, that reminded me of Baby No Money. Baby No it's either Baby or BB. I've heard people say both. I'm not entirely sure which is which is it. But I mean, like he's a good guy, I think. Pretty sure. But his music is I don't like his music. And that's subjective. Art is subjective. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more logs. Bro, I'm gonna just make an iron axe. Well, okay, sorry, I was gonna bring up LARPing. Baby, baby, I'm gonna say Baby No Money. He's definitely a LARPer. You cannot. I understand why he's doing it. It's good publicity to. He's trying to get the attention of the fan bases. He's LARPing, which I understand. The marketing side doesn't make it any less LARP, I guess. But like, yeah, like I said, it doesn't make it any more or less LARP. His music's not terrible. It's just not my preferred type of music. I also know it's really popular to just dog on BBO money. He deserves some of it, but he doesn't deserve like the death threats or whatever he was getting just for cosplaying and trying to get his music out there to where people who actually enjoy his music can know about it. Go to church on Sunday. Go leave the animal. I don't know the words. Does that even look good? Never mind. I'm probably still gonna need spruce logs anyway. And I'm gonna need more stone bricks. I just realized that was... Hold up. Hold up. Oh my... I may need to slime myself out. This is horrendous. Dadgummit. Excuse me, sir. There. All is well. Yo, does anyone else remember those Minecraft handbooks? Bro, if you know what I'm talking about, those things were peak. I had all the original ones. I know they reprinted them for the newer updates, but I had like the first edition ones. My favorite one was the combat one because it had all the mobs in it at the time, and I just liked learning more about the mobs. If there was any lore, I could learn. What the? Excuse me, sir. No, I'm not. I really want to, though. Please buzz off. He's not going to buzz off. Oh. Well, I guess you're my companion now. Any other shovel? I should have just made an iron shovel. And you have... Yep, join the party. I like that FNAF song. Join the party. Don't steal my coal or I'll slime you out. Oh, if y'all want me to stream as well, I'm also... I'm just down for whatever. I think I'm gonna make the floor out of oak. I think this shall contrast decently. Bro, I just thought of a great topic to discuss next episode.
If you want to find out what it is, remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment so the algorithm likes it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you are enjoying this, just go ahead, bro. Doesn't really make too much of a difference for me, at least right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna make my oak, bro. Lost train of thought. I'll just try planks for now. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, it looks better than I thought. The darker and the lighter colors of the... It's like poetry, in the great words of George Lucas. Oh, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I know I didn't mention that, but bro. Republic Commando, I heard it was like... Thank you. I heard Republic Commando was really good, so it was on... It just so happened to be on sale. And I was like, you know what? Let's go. I forgot where I'm at. I just finished the Battle of Geonosia. Geonosia? I'm not a LARPer, I swear. Oh my gosh. I know they're called Geonosians. That's the species. What are... What's the name of their planet? Geonosis. Oh my gosh. Dude, I can't believe I blanked. I'm not a LARPer. And don't ask me to name every single clone either. But, bro, this is such a, like, common thing to say, but, like, the prequels, like the Clone Wars and everything, bro, peak. But, I'm on the ship in Republic Commando. That's how far I've gotten. I got mad because those little flying guys make, like, no noise, and then they just turn you into a meat puddle. It is not a very nice experience. Okay, so I need 2 times 4. Okay. Give me 6 more, compadre. Dadgummit. The public school system has not failed me yet. Just kidding. That was a lie. Spare star. Am I blind? Yes. Sir. But I hate villagers, bro. Alright, now what is the roof going to be made out of? Not a checkered pattern. That would look ugly on the roof. What? Okay, I need more oak. And I have to pick this. I don't like trees like this. They're annoying to chop down. I think this is a common sentiment. This one wasn't that bad, but I've had trees that are terrible to chop down. I probably need like 22 logs. Excuse me, sir. That song is kind of weird. I want you bawling for me. Oh, okay. I could probably move my stuff inside now. Excuse me, sirs. Get out my house. And I guess that's the price I paid for building my house really close to a village. Okay, this had a ton of saplings. I go to church on Sunday. Leave me anymore. I don't know the words. I need to get a dripstone and lava system set up. Also, I should probably work on an iron farm. For the moment. Bro, let me go to sleep. Okay. Oh, I need a crafting table. Okay. Let me think how I want to do this. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I probably need more stairs, but oh well. Whatever. Make a whole bunch of stairs. That's probably enough, honestly. Let me make a few more spruce. I didn't mean to do that. Well. Oops. Why? Okay, whatever. That's not what I was gonna do. Hold up. Dude. Thank you. Okay, bro. It's like a microaggression, bro. Microaggression on the senses. And I still echo. That one was on me. I just realized, what was the point of me placing these then? Oh, whatever. If I'm really that desperate for spruce wood, I would have already gotten rid of it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need more stairs. Excuse me. Dadgummit. I don't think I did that right. Nope. No, I did. Dadgummit. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of digging this look. Get rid of those two. Move out of the way. Yeah, I'm digging that. It looks pretty good to me. Uno más. There. Dude, oh my gosh. Actually, that would look better. Oh, I'll have to make more stairs. It's probably like just enough. Hold on, let me tell something. Okay. Dadgummit, I did it again. Oh. What the what? I wonder what my thought process was there. I need more. Oh, I need more stairs. This is not a happy birthday, Daniel. Bro. Oh. Now I gotta I gotta pretend I'm Mr. Beast and plant these trees, bro. Probably didn't spread them out enough, but oh well. It's actually coming along kind of nice. A lot better than I thought. To be perfectly honest with you. Let me see! Thank you. I do need more wood though. That should be enough. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. Let's run away and don't ever look back. Don't ever look. My heart sank. I think that's the word. Raining in my car. Stairs! It's only a matter of time before I open up the trap before an accident. Wonderful. Thank you, Mojang, for making stairs one of the best blocks to place now. Okay. There, roof completed. Now, alright. I know what I must do. I'm gonna use, give me this. I need this. Yeah, I need this. I need 12. 12 spruce fences. So, should I use bricks? I don't really think it matters at this point. You dang, you're not even gonna open the door for me. Chud. Coming to my house. Using my furnaces. I am an architect. Bro, are we... Does that even look good, though? Yeah, it looks okay. This side just looks so flat, though. Bro, let me go get some more cobblestone. I need to go get more cobblestone. That's better. I should make a chimney, but not this episode. I'll modify it as the series continues. So, 1, 2. Oh, wow. Okay. So, oh, there's no monsters out here. Oh, there's no monsters down there. Excuse me. Remember villagers used to steal your coal? And that was so annoying. And you know what? I might be a little bit slow, actually. I kind of forgot that you need 4 pieces of cobblestone to make the bricks. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Okay, finally, bro. Put my building supplies. Okay, guys, that is going to do it. Ugh. But if you want to see more, just let me know. And thanks for watching. If you did, I'll try to get another episode out at least weekly, at the very least 1 episode per week, but I'll try not to do that. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.